So, hello, YouTube. It's me, John Andrew, once again, and welcome to another live commentary. This is it's been a long time coming. I waited a couple of days to do one. I'm doing the 2003 holiday PG-13 romp, but with Ben Affleck, James Gandolfini, may rest in peace, Christina Applegate, who had just had a birthday a few days ago, and Catherine O'Hara, the mom from Home Alone 1 and 2. Surviving Christmas. I'm going to see this. I'm surviving Christmas in a few weeks. I survived Thanksgiving, and I had a good Thanksgiving and Black Friday. I stood home this year. I just bought some stuff earlier. This is 91 minutes, so let's get through it. I know the chat is open, so it's not dead. It's working. So say what you will in the chat. If not, just see this later on YouTube. So here we go. It's a DreamWorks company movie that's not animated. That's the old logo. I haven't seen this movie in a couple years. I bought it, pre-pandemic, after Batman v Superman came out. I wanted to see more Ben Affleck movies. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It will be soon. With the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be a good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be holiday greetings and gay happy meetings, not homosexual. Oh, it's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties. Tom Kenny, yes, fellows are toasting and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long. Oh, most wonderful time of the year. Man, he threw everything in there. This opening is pretty funny. When loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Oh, that was the fat lady that was in Tomcats. Tom Kenny. I love seeing him in this movie in a cameo. He's, the voice of SpongeBob. And Patchy the Pirate, too. Jennifer Morrison, Udo Kier. I don't know why he's here. I forgot he was in this movie. Jennifer Morrison is the other girl that's with Ben Affleck in the beginning. I know Tom Kenny. Trust me. It's a pain in the ass to wrap presents. I do it as best I could. Watch, he throws it out the window. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time for some people. Most wonderful time. Stephen Root's in this movie. A suicide joke in a beginning of a Christmas movie. This is PG-13. It's not R like Bad Santa, but it's less mean-spirited than that. And I like Ben Affleck as an actor. I know a lot of people say he can't act, but hey, he's coming back as Batman, so I'm happy about that. Even though Catherine O'Hara's Canadian, not American. She was born in Canada. Well, some people can't handle the holidays. And there's no Bintos in this movie. Udo Kier is German, but it's just not needed. They're not funny. You know why I didn't see Last Christmas? Because it has nothing but foreigners. There's not one American actor in that movie. The one with freaking Henry Golding and Emilia Clarke. Why? Are you trying to do another Love Actually? Even that had American actors in it. Not a lot, but, it had like 2. I'm American. I celebrate American holidays, not UK things. There's Jennifer Morrison with dark hair. People know her from Once Upon a Time. I didn't see the show that much. I don't know why she was so important. Look at that face. She looks like The girl, she looks like Malin Ankerman. This movie's heart's in the right place, despite it being PG-13. If I'm with a girl, I'm gonna just tell her how much I care about her. I know. She looks good with dark hair. I think she should have kept it. He wants to take you on a trip. My brother does that all the time. He's going to get married next year and he goes on trips all the time. Why? Because he's obsessed with traveling, just like my dad is. I only travel by foot. I don't want my girlfriend to meet my family because my family's nuts. Yeah, my family's not is out there. I'm not going to say much about it, but yeah, my house is a crazy house. I don't want it to be. I'm not like insane or anything, but I don't. I don't want my girlfriend to meet my parents in this house. I rather I rather just let them meet her somewhere else. I'm subtle. I'm not gonna be an open. I'm not gonna be a sore thumb of the family. Ben Affleck has a family. Yeah, he's not married to Jennifer Garner anymore, but he has kids that carry his DNA. J Lo can never change that. Yep, a woman wrote this story and a man. Deborah Kaplan and Harry Elliott or Harry Elfont. Yeah. She dumps him and then shows up at the end of the movie, which doesn't make any sense. I think when a breakup happens in the beginning of a film, it should stay broken up. Don't bring the girl back or guy in the third act. It's just convoluted a little bit because I don't care about Jennifer Morrison's barely in this movie. She's cute, but the girl is Christina Applegate is the main girl, and she's adorable too. Hmm. People just hated him because he was with J Lo at the time in 2003. But again, I like this movie a lot better than Geely because that movie is just it's sexist, it's mean spirited, and oh, they have to make J Lo gay yet she's still with a man. That makes no freaking sense. It's latkes are Jewish, not baklava. Latkes are potato pancakes. I mean, Affleck knew his career was in trouble, so he started doing directing, and he's good at it. I haven't seen his films yet, but I've heard Argo was good. The Town, I only haven't watched it for one reason, but I'm not going to get to that yet. And also Gone Baby Gone. Yeah, Oscar nominated films. Yeah. So it's not like he made box office bombs that nobody saw and critics hated. No, they were mostly critically acclaimed. The guy has talent. He can write, he can direct, and he can act. People just keep forgetting that because he makes a mistake. We all make mistakes, guys. I made a huge mistake this year by accepting a freaking seasonal job in a mall. I'm never doing that again. Hell no. You want to work, guys? Don't work in a mall during the holidays. It will drain you. Trust me. It drained me twice now, and it's not happening a third time. The only seasonal job I like is shoveling snow. I can move around, and I don't have to. I don't have to depend on other people. I don't want to just stand there. You know. Was that table made in IKEA? That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, there's Stephen Root. Yeah, I love Office Space. I think it's his best film. Look at that little girl. I think that's the little girl that was in Daddy Daycare. I don't read yet. Yeah, that's her. She's like in her 20s now because this was almost 20 years ago. That lady also was in Daddy Daycare. Are these your kids? Yeah, the metal detectors are a pain. It's funny because I went to Comic Con this year. They didn't even check me in my in the metal detectors. I guess they trusted people more because of COVID. They're like, no, we'll let you in. I guess because I didn't have any weapons on me this time. I didn't have any fake weapons either. I was wearing a mask. I was wearing my Flash costume, and they just let me in. They scanned my card, my badge, and I went right in. She went through the metal detector. You can't go in there. Since you finally saw it, when are you going to review Top Gun Maverick next week? I just saw it. It was fantastic. The movie is everything that people said it was. I think the beginning is a little slow. Like the first hour is a bit slow. It doesn't, they don't start flying until like the 30 or 40-minute mark, but it's really good. I'll get to that though. I have like three things to review this weekend anyway. I got the Guardians holiday special, fantasy football, and that. So 72.50 for a cab ride. I'd rather walk. That's a lot of money for. I could take a bus and go the amount of distance and going in a cab. I don't like cabs. Is that the Home Alone house? It looks like it. I think that is. Well, does it look like the Home Alone house? Maybe from the back. I don't know. Could be. There he is. Yeah, James Gandolfini, man. We all miss you, man. It's a good actor too. A lot of I recently saw him in Crimson Tide. When he was younger in the '90s, and it was sad to see that movie because he's not around anymore, and he just died out of nowhere a few years ago. It's true. Gandolfini is right because everybody now has to be on their computers, either the computer tablets or laptops or even on their phone. It has a CPU on it. Yes, again, this is when online adult entertainment was on. Did you see Knives Out? No. I'm gonna wait till next week. Like I said, the guy had a lot of things to do. Ben Affleck is weird in this movie, but his heart's in the right place. He doesn't want to be alone. Well, he's not alone this year for Christmas. And he's still doing a lot better than freaking Rosamund Pike. What the hell has she done since Gone Girl? Nothing. She's done some streaming show on Amazon Prime that nobody's watching, Wheel of Time or whatever it's called. Yeah, you look old, lady. Retire, please. Watch, he's gonna burn. Look, he hits him in the head. This is funny. Watch, he hits him with a shovel. It's like a Tom and Jerry cartoon. Oh my god, this is a Tom and Jerry cartoon. No, Joker that would come. That wouldn't come out till 2019, and it's a lot more violent than this movie. Don't worry, Gandolfini, you didn't kill him. If he killed him, that would have been too dark. I would have been like, this is a Christmas movie, right? Not a horror film. Knives Out, I'll see you next week. I'm not seeing Glass Onion, so don't ask me. I gotta wait. It's 2 hours and 19 minutes. I need time. I just want to see the first one. Ben Affleck. No, he's not. This is a PG-13 movie. There's no blood in this movie. Not a lot anyway. This isn't Reindeer Games or Die Hard or even like Carol and Kumar Christmas. Oh, Irene Cara passed away. What a feeling, yeah. I just hope she didn't kill herself because that's what happened with Jason David Frank. He couldn't handle life and he just ended it all. Don't do it, guys. Get some help, please. I'm not going anywhere. I told my friends I'm here. I'm here and I'm alive and well. This has been a horrible year for celebrity deaths. After Jason, I was like, yeah, I just want this year to end. Please end before I lose somebody else that I care about. They're like, what is this fool doing in this movie? But he's at least lighthearted. At least Ben Affleck has a sense of humor. He's not serious, dead serious and everything. And I'm sorry, I thought he was a better Batman than Bale because he wasn't doing that voice. I mean, he had a Tenacious D. There's a poster, and also he was a more physical Batman. That warehouse scene in Batman v Superman. So I have $17 and a hell of a nice watch. Yeah, I did that podcast last week. That's why when Betty White died, while it was sad, she lived a long life, guys. She was 99. But some of these celebrities died when they were like 30 or 40. That's sad, man. When it's too soon. I mean, after Black Panther passed away, I was already distraught. I was like, this decade's going to suck. But hey, maybe next year will be better. It has to. At least I'm getting my Flash movie. That's all I want next year. That's the one thing I need in 2023 besides food and water and shelter. The one movie I need more than anything is The Flash. Because I went to Comic-Con as The Flash, and I was the only person as The Flash because people were so scared about what Ezra Miller was doing in the news that they weren't scared of me. They were just scared to dress up because like, oh my God, people are going to think I'm Ezra Miller. I'm like, no, I'm friendly. I'm not a psychopath. I don't have any. $250,000. $250,000. Mm-hmm. I rewatched Planes and Automobiles. It's funny. Yeah, I was laughing. Did you see my podcast? I was laughing my ass off. The movie's still hilarious. I miss John Hughes. I miss John Candy, and even Steve Martin. Like he still does stuff, but he hasn't made a funny movie in years, man. I didn't like Home. I thought Home was unfunny. The last movie that he did that made me laugh was Pink Panther 2, and that was years ago. That was like 13 years ago. Hey, look, it's Mr. Mosby, Phil Lewis from Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Yeah, he cracked me up. He was so funny on that show. On Deck, I hated that they underused him. Yeah, hang in there, Phil Lewis, man, because life is precious. I don't want to throw it away. I'm fat. Yes, I'm a fat blob. Look at my face, but I'm still gonna walk. I'm gonna exercise later. I was there for the podcast. Yeah, no, but I'm saying, did you see my face? Did you see every 5 minutes I was laughing because it's a funny movie. It's still There's a lot of humor in that that's funnier than anything I saw this year that was live action because it had jokes. It didn't have references and pandering and gay jokes. No, it easily could have had gay jokes, but it was funny. Those are pillows. Ah! Oh, I love you, Catherine O'Hara. Please hang in there. She's like my fan. She's like the Canadian mom I never had, or aunt. That kid looks familiar, though. The one that plays the little brother. And yes, I think that is the Home Alone house, but from the other side, yeah. They just remodeled it a little bit because it was decades later. Because Home Alone was 1990, and this was 2003. So it was over a decade later, And even when they filmed Home Alone, it was like 89 when they filmed it. So. Of course, this wouldn't happen in real life. If some stranger says, "I'm going to pay you money to be in your home," yeah, I think that's extortion, right? Yeah. Wait, let me get out of Facebook. I forgot. Yeah, I think Ben Affleck was drunk when he signed when he signed the contract for this movie, but he's having fun. Nah, easy. Who eats salami for breakfast? It's not a breakfast food. Sausages and bacon are, but look, yep. You mess with a man's meat, dude. Don't do that. Look at Ben. I was like, ah. I know it's dumb, guys, but it makes me laugh. Gandolfini is like, I want to kill this. I want to kill this idiot. I remember you cracked up at one particular scene in that podcast, but I don't remember which scene. It was either the pillow scene or when they go through the trucks and he's like, ah! It's like, ah! That cracks me up. I don't know why. It's like Home Alone 2. I like laughing, guys. In case you didn't notice, yeah, that poor kid. Critics just don't like movies that are weird, that have a weird premise. But at least I like these people. Unlike, I would rather watch this than something like Deck the Halls. Everybody's mean in that movie. Even the kids are mean in that movie, mostly. I'm not wearing that hat. Yeah. I miss you, James. I miss you a lot. Yeah, that sounds like his Tony Soprano. And Catherine O'Hara does know about cold because she lives in Canada, and it's yeah, just hang in there, dude. If somebody paid me that amount of money to get through the holidays with some idiot, I'm like, hey. Because I did like that human trafficking joke that was in Guardians. That was funny because it came out of nowhere. Poor Don Streeler. Sorry, I just got up like an hour ago, so and I'm doing the laundry today, but I can finish it later. I got plenty of time. It's a Saturday. It just goes really slow. Blowing and blowing, bushels of fun. Of course, Elf is a much funnier movie than this, but I think this is underrated. So I don't get a real tree. My dad buys usually a fake one. It's a lot easier it lasts longer and it doesn't get needles on the floor and you don't have to water it. So it's a lot easier. That is the Home Alone house. It is. It's the Home Alone house, but from the other side. I love that movie so much, man. It was the pillow scene. Yeah, I was just that joke would have been a Disney Plus joke that was run into the ground. If they said that's not pillows, they would have went on for 5 minutes straight. No, here it's like, why are you holding my hand? Why are you kissing my ear? It's like, my hands are between pillows. Those aren't pillows. Ah! And then it's like, what about that football game? See, that's funny. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. After all, I was like, plus Ben Affleck has a nice smile. J Lo, I just don't think it's funny. Like, I've seen her comedies, and it just wasn't funny to me. This is Christina Applegate. She comes late into the movie, like about a half hour in. You know, Steve Martin did a voice role in Home, right? Yeah, he was wasted. Hello, beautiful creature. Oh, hmm. Actually, her real name is Christina, but you know, she has a gorgeous face. If you see this, Josh, yeah, this is the 26-minute mark. Christina Applegate's face should be painted on an art museum and hung next to the Mona Lisa, because what a gorgeous woman, man. It's sad she had breast cancer, but she's alive and well, so she's still a beautiful woman. I do have a sister, and I love her very much. Be safe, Jessica. Be safe. Be safe today, because this is the day after Black Friday, and people were crazy, so I stood home. Hello, you beautiful creature. Yeah, see, that's how I know I'm heterosexual, not queer, because women's faces, they light me up. Yeah, I never have to light a cigarette in my life, because women, they're just their voices. And then Scarlett Johansson, Brie Larson, or Maggie Q could be hung on there next to the Mona Lisa. Absolutely, classic film collector, because I'm like, these women are just they hit the jackpot when it came to their genes. She has gorgeous blue eyes. Yes, I do remember her from Married with Children, but years later she went on to do films. And did you see Sweetest Thing with her and Cameron Diaz? Oh my God. There's a scene in that movie that it should be really dirty, but I'm like, oh, she does, and I'm like, oh my God. I know, guys, I know. YouTube, do not pound me for that. I'm an adult. It's just that when I saw that scene in Sweetest Thing, I was like, I was speechless. I was absolutely speechless. Look at the angels tilting. Yeah, it just her face is just gorgeous, guys. Make no mistake about it. Like, I will hang a picture of her on my wall in my new room in 2023 if I can. I hope that she comes to Comic-Con. I'll say, you are beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And she's gonna and women, trust me, when you're sincere about it, and you're when you say it from your heart, they feel it. Whose face is worse? Weiss, because Weiss did more movies. Like, I didn't like Kate Beckinsale in the Underworld movies, but she didn't really do other franchises as much. She wasn't in The Mummy and Oz the Great and Powerful and the Bourne films. One of the Bourne films. Does he have a German jacket? Yeah, that's a Germany flag. What age did Irene pass away? Let me see. She was 63, man. It's my twin. Yeah, she just passed away yesterday on Black Friday. What a feel. We miss you, Irene. She probably had cancer. I don't know. But no, I did think Kate Beckinsale was attractive before she did the Underworld movies. But her face is nice. But with Vice, I'm sick of seeing her in movies. I'm sick of it. You win an Oscar and then you do a bunch of crap like freaking like Aragon. Right after she won an Oscar, she did that. Ugh. Remember Irene as the voice of Snow White in Happily Ever After. Happily Ever After. Oh, oh, your voice is precious. Yes, I know she did the Chipmunk sequels, but guys, those movies could have been a lot freaking worse. The Smurfs was way more annoying. The Smurfs and Smurfs 2, those were painful. The only good Smurfs movie that came out recently was the Lost Village because it was all animated and it was cute. She's like the Jennifer Aniston that didn't, like, have as many messy divorces. Because I'm like, it sounds like the script reading in the movie. Yes, she has many years theater, TV, and movies. You are so cute. I gotta meet her at Comic Con. I gotta meet her at Comic Con like I did with Rachel. Berates Florence in one scene. Yeah, she should berate her because again, Florence can't act. When is she? When is she? When is she done something funny? Yelena, everything she said in Black Widow wasn't funny. He wanted to hold the girl's hand. I'm like, yeah, it's like no. You know how fathers are with their daughters. They're like the freaking riot police. I'm not gonna be that way. If I be ever become a parent, if I have a daughter, I'm not gonna like guard her every move. I don't need to do that. I can trust my family. If they're kids, fine. But once they're 18 and older, they're responsible for their own lives. Dude, oh yeah, the grandfather. I haven't seen Black Widow yet, but Flo can act with her eyes closed in my book. I'm sorry, I don't see it. She's not attractive. She ain't no Christina Applegate. Applegate can act, and she has a gorgeous face that again should be mounted on the wall in the art museum in Rome or in France. The Duda Day. Yeah, this actor passed away as well, so rest in peace, sir. I forgot his name, but because he was old here, so unless he's 100 years old now, there's no way he's alive. Yeah, my old lady's got no teeth, dude. Sorry. Oh, I miss both of these actors. Yeah, old people. Yeah, they shouldn't be out in the cold. I don't intrude on other people's lives. I don't even go into my neighbors' houses. You know why? Because I have class. Because one of my neighbors just passed away this year, so he was old. Then again, I'm in 20s, like she says, maybe that explains plenty. Oh, no, it's not. Age has nothing to do with it. Even if I was 30 or 26, I still don't find her attractive. I just don't. She looks like Natalie Lind. Look her up. Natalie Lind is a beautiful creature, but Florence, I don't like her. Her face, her last name sounds like puke. Pew. Yeah. Daffy Duck said that in a cartoon. Pew. Exactly. You're ridiculous. You're not winning an Oscar. Don't Worry, Darling is not winning an Oscar. Why? Because it's mean-spirited and sexist. You kill the men in the movie. Why would you do that? What kind of sexist BS is that? Again, I blame Olivia Wilde's writer, not her. He's getting salami. Yeah, this guy's got an Italian accent. I love that. Eat just salami. I love the way they talk. Whether it be, the forget about it, or if they talk like, I'm a Mario, I'm a Morbius. Yeah, I love that. I love the way they talk. Yes, Josh, I do Monica Bellucci. She's absolutely stunning. Like I saw her in not in the Passion. I don't want to talk about that, but when I saw her in like the Sorcerer's Apprentice, I'm like, wow, who are you? I've looked up Linda before, and yeah, she looks like Flo, but I personally think Flo is more attractive. I'm sorry, that's your different strokes, different folks. Look at Ugly Sweater. Hey, Santa. Yeah, I worked for Santa. Sorry, Santa, but Merry Christmas. Yeah, Affleck's a little bit too over the top here, but it's not too annoying. Yeah, I'm not diabetic. That's why I haven't eaten a lot of sweets. Oh man, that's messed up. See, yeah, there's some mean-spirited humor, but it's a PG-13, so I get it. It's not horrible, trust me. I've seen Christmas movies that made me cringe, like Deck the Halls, where uh Danny DeVito's like rubbing on freaking Matthew Broderick. What was that? It's a gay joke. It's not funny. He's like, I had to get your temperature up, so I put us, stripped us down. I'm like, why would you strip somebody down? And Matthew Broderick screaming. That was my reaction. Gemma kills Chris Pine. Why? It's because he's a man. What is wrong with you? She realized that the Victory Project was designed by him as a trap for everyone to move out of their lives and took it for worse. Again, just break up with the man. You don't have to kill them, you murderer. And she killed me in the Eternals last year. I was dying in the theater. I'm like, please, somebody shut this bitch up. Please, I'm begging you. Asian women are not supposed to be boring. Trust me. I've seen them in person. They're beautiful. They're the most heavenly creatures in the world behind black women. And yet you have the most boring woman with her face like this the whole movie. I have no emotion. I make people into trees. I have a boring ass freaking relationship with two men that don't even love me. Yeah, Icarus didn't love her. He was just using her so he can, betray the team at the end of the movie. And then Kit Harington has 2 scenes with her. Bintos are not funny. I've said that. 90% of them are not funny. That's why there ain't no Bintos in this movie. Let me go on Facebook for a second. Yep, so you saw there's an emoji cup there. I'll be back. I'm just check some. I got to do Jingle All the Way next month. You saw WrestleMania. I don't know which WrestleMania that is. I think that's WrestleMania 19. Yeah, they shouldn't do that. Should keep the love. It is fun to buy things. No foreigners in Plain Jane movies. Well, except for John Candy, but he was so sweet in that movie and so funny, and I miss him dearly. I'm not gonna miss the hobo when she's gone. She's horrible, guys. She didn't let me sleep for 7 years. She almost ruined my life. You know how Jake Lloyd said that Star Wars ruined his life? Well, the hobo did that to me because I had my sanity was intact until she came into my life, and I didn't want her in my life. A hobo with a stick that has the most loud, obnoxious British accent I've ever heard in my life. Yes, the most obnoxious, more than Keira Knightley, because Keira Knightley was never a good actress. But with the hobo, it was like, you can't act. Why did they put you in Star Wars? That was everything to me, and you stole that from me, DR. That's a good scene. It's a heartfelt scene. Him, yeah, you make me happy, Catherine O'Hara. She can act, man. When she hugs Kevin at the end of both Home Alone movies, I love it. It's so sweet because I have a very close relationship with my mother. She's like my best friend, you know? Her and that's why I love my sister so much because she reminds me of my mom so much. Family should is everything. Even when she's rejecting him, she's cute. I'm like, why are you so adorable, Christina? She turned 51 this year, but she still looks like she's 30. Oh man, that face. We're halfway through the movie already. We're about 40 minutes in. Should the Lord of the Rings movies have been shorter? Yes. Those extended cuts are so long. Oh my god. Return of the King, yes. You're not going to beat that Avatar 2. The movie's 4 hours and 23 minutes. Oh my god. That is a long movie. Let me see when this old guy passed away. Surviving Christmas cast. Yeah, Bill Macy. Yeah, he passed away in 2019. So yeah, it's okay, Bill. At least you didn't have to go through COVID like I did. Yeah, he was like in his 80s when he passed away. So he lived a long life. He even lived 16 years after this. So it's old. I was mainly talking about the theatrical cuts. They're also too long. Return of the King is not a short movie unless you fast forward an hour of it. Yeah, there's Udo Kier in the movie. Yeah, he comes out of nowhere in this movie. Wow, you look great, Catherine O'Hara. Yeah, she's a gorgeous woman. Yeah, I know she's older than me. She's older than my mom, but she poses, you know. And Udo Kier looks weird with blonde hair. He looks like Billy Idol. Why is he wearing leather pants? Elated. Mm-hmm. Yes, she is. And there's a gay joke in this movie. Yeah, again, why did you put that in the movie? Oh, it was 2003, so that was a different time. But still, you put that now, and it's got to be like a requirement. Yeah, thank God that character's gone. Even with even with that makeup, that glow makeup, she looks like a Betty Gilpin in Glow. Is Endgame too long? No, that was an event. I was so invested in that movie that when I saw when the movie, yeah, Cherry Pie, I remember that song. When the movie started, I was cheering, and there wasn't even an action scene yet. But the movie's so epic that it's not 3 hours. This poor kid. See, that's not so bad. A helicopter. Endgame, I don't feel is too long because, like I said, it was one Marvel movie that was 3 hours with end credits. Now every movie wants to be Endgame. The Batman, freaking Avatar sequels, Black Panther 2, all of them want to be the next Endgame. I'm like, you're not going to be that epic. If you can keep me invested for 3 hours, I'll sit in the theater, but you can't because you're going to bore me to death. Now movies are just long for the sake of being long. They're aimless. Endgame was not aimless. All these conversations were important. Even the filler scenes were important for me. I guess according to the trailer, Margot was going to fight a rattlesnake in Babylon. I'm not seeing that. It's too long. 3 hours, guys. Stop it. Filmmakers, stop thinking that you're Peter Jackson. You're not Peter Jackson. You're not even Tarantino. Just stop. Stop making these movies so freaking long. You're not a Broadway show. You don't need to be 3 hours or 6 hours in two parts like Angels in America. I saw that in two different nights, and it was long. And that was a play with a lot of gay themes. Yet I sat through it with no problem. But in the theater, I don't want to sit in the theater that long. I don't. My knees start to buckle after 2 hours. It's a fun scene with their stunt doubles. It's romantic. They're riding together through the Endor Forest from Star Wars, from Return of the Jedi, in a way. Damien Chazelle is probably in my top favorite filmmakers. His last movie was not that long. Did he do Whiplash? That was not even 2 hours. And even La La Land, that's like under 2 hours as well. Didn't need to be 3 hours. You don't need to make movies 3 hours, Damien. You're not Peter Jackson. Your films look amazing. Whiplash was really well acted, and J.K. Simmons scared the hell out of me in that. He threw chairs and was like, he's the most sadistic music teacher I've ever seen. No music teacher would ever do that to their students. They'll get arrested in the first act of the movie. Because he slaps Miles Teller, and I felt so bad for him. He did Whiplash, right? Let me see. And I know he did La La Land. He's a French-American director. Yeah, he did Whiplash, La La Land, and even First Man, that was not 3. You saw Red Heels. Sweet cherry pie. There's nothing wrong with an older woman wanting to be sexy. I mean, some women age well, really well. Yeah, the look of Gandolfini's face is it's golden. Yeah, she took for. Yeah, you look good. Yeah, see, there it is. I agree. It's fun. The movie has its heart in the right place. Yeah, it has some dumb humor, but I just laugh at it. It's just I think Jennifer Morrison could have been cut. Like she's in the film for like less than 20 minutes at the end, and I'm like, yeah, they just throw her in there. And as cute as she is, she's adorable. She ain't no Christine Applegate. Because Once Upon a Time was way too long. It had 8 seasons. I'm like, that was too long. And a spinoff. Would you rather Once Upon a Time in Hollywood than Babylon? Yeah, but it's not 3 hours. It's almost 3 hours. There's a difference between 2 hours and 45 minutes than 3 hours, guys. I was in the theater for 3 hours with the 2 Lord of the Rings sequels, the extended cut of Two Towers and Return of the King. Those were over 3 hours. Hell, Return of the King's 4 hours. Oh my God, my knees were dying. I was like, please wake up. Because at home I could get up and walk. Can't do that in the theater. Because at least Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Margot's not in the film that much. It's mostly about Brad Pitt and who was the other one? Was it Matt Damon or I forgot it? I know Brad Pitt's in it. I I forgot. I think it was DiCaprio. Yeah, one of them. DiCaprio, yeah, because Matt Damon was doing another film. At least this movie doesn't have an F bomb every 2 seconds like other films do. Frozen. People love my costumes at Comic Con. Every time I go to one, they just embrace me. Someone hugged me when I was Olaf in 2019 before the pandemic. And when I was the Flash, they loved my costume. I love being the Flash. I felt good. I was like, felt lighter than air. Yeah, they have congestion. Police stole my car. Police stole my car. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Police stole my car. Police stole my car. There it is. Police stole my car. Matt Damon was doing Ford versus Ferrari. I heard it was good, but like I said, stick to 2 hours and that's it. Don't go over 2.5 hours. I felt Black Panther 2's running time. Yeah, think about that. Black Panther 2 was 2.5 hours. It could have been 2 hours and 5 minutes. Those extra 25 minutes are the that's half the dialogue, guys. It's either in Spanish, Creole. I'm just not a fan of movies that are dragging and I have to read. I don't want to read a movie. I don't. I could do that with anime or with Japanese monster movies. Police stole my car. Police stole my car. You saw a gingerbread house. Don't worry, I'm not going to freak out because I heard so much Spanish last week. Oh my God. Police stole my car. Police stole my car. I saw Dancing Santa. Yeah, it's funny because they're a white family. What if the Lord of the Rings movie had little to no dialogue or Elfish? No, it didn't need the Elfish language because it just made the movie drag. Again, I don't like reading. It was also in The Hobbit. There was like the dark elf language. I'm like, why do I want to read? And if I want to read, I'll read the book. I don't want to read subtitles in the theater. That's why I don't see animes in the theater. I haven't seen an anime in the theater since Pokemon 3. Honestly, since Pokemon 3. That was 21 years ago. The fourth movie, I saw it at home. The fifth movie, I saw it at home. Every other Pokemon movie, Detective Pikachu was in English. There was no subtitles in the movie. Thankfully. That was a really good movie, and it didn't need to have subtitles because we get it. It's based on a Japanese toy line / card / video game franchise, which I love to death. That Scarlet version, mwah, I love it. I played it every day for the entire week. That's nice, that tree. This looks like a scene from Frozen. It's a nice tree. See, there's some nice moments here. Before I forget, Aladdin turned 30. Yeah, I did. I downloaded a digital wallpaper of it. But look at those elves. That's cute. That is cute. Activity scene. That camel's a nice touch. Like I said, this movie has its heart in the right place. Even though some actors are not. Some actors are not. They're Jewish, so. That's the only Spanish in the entire movie, that song. But it's not painful compared to some of the things I heard in Encanto. Yeah, that was way more hard to get through because half of the movie was even subtitled. How come you've seen SpongeBob but not Ed and Eddie? Ed and Eddie looks weird. Like it looks surreal and it's like one of those early 2000 cartoons. Again, it's like Bruce Wayne, who's also a rich man that is alone a lot. There's Jennifer Morrison, almost an hour in, and she comes back. Her parents are barely in the movie too. They're like they come out of nowhere. And I don't blame Jennifer Morrison. It's just they didn't give her anything to do in this movie. She's just the rebound chick. You know, Ben Affleck. She broke up with Ben Affleck, and then she just appears at the end, naked Asian massage therapist. Now, yeah, well, I love Asian women, so shut the computer off. Yeah, and these were computers back in the '90s. I mean, the late '90s, early 2000s. Middle aged hotties. Yeah, and then they see the mom and it's like, oh my god! But they show nothing because it's PG-13. But it's just the implication. That's so messed up. No Mbunto pictures until wait. Mbunto. What is it? Mbunto. Until Nolan film number 12. You mean what is Mbunto? I don't know what that means. You mean Bintos. Why do people spell that wrong? It's Binto. It's like bingo, but with a T. Binto, not bento or bunto. And I'm not seeing Oppenheimer. I don't care. Nolan put like 15 people in that movie. It's going to be 3 hours long, and I don't care. The last great Nolan movie I saw in the theater was Interstellar, and that was years ago because it was gorgeous and I didn't have a bunch of bintos taking up my time. You touched her secretary. Yeah, that joke didn't work. That's the problem with Jennifer Morrison's character. She's not funny in this movie. What happens to her at the end is funny, but it's only one of the nicknames for Emily Blunt. I don't. I'm like, it's who's Mbunto? That sounded. I thought he was speaking something like Latin or something. Blunt also made a similar spelling to Binto, so that's how. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Bunto just don't confuse me. Yeah, she just it's a plot convenience for her to show up. She knows exactly where he is and what he's doing. I'm like, she's not a psychic, guys. Jennifer Morrison, yeah, she could have been cut out of the movie. She should have been in the beginning and then disappeared and not come back because her coming back is just it stirs the pot. Yeah, why do girls want to meet the family? What if you don't have a family? There's a girl that I really care about that doesn't have a family anymore. So her family lives in Florida. You know, that's how it is. Because Jennifer Morrison just she feels like an add-on to this movie. She's not terrible. She's just not funny. Everybody else made me laugh at least once. Even the old man. I love her brown hair, but I just wish she was in the movie more. Ma- M. Blunt, Madam Blunt, and Madam Smoke a Blunt. Just say that. Don't put Bunto. I didn't know what you were saying because I'm at M. Bunto. That sounded like a fake Mexican town in a western. Yeah, that's awkward. This scene is awkward. It's not funny. It's just police stole my car. Yeah, there's a lot of actors I miss in this movie. Banto. His the grandfather is black. I'm like, they even tried that in freaking Strange World, and it's not funny. It's not fun. Like that's a joke that there's a white old guy in Strange World that has a black grandson, and there's no yeah that doesn't make any sense because both of the parents are well actually it's a mixed race family, but still it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I don't buy that Disney. Sorry. Maybe if the grandfather was black, it would have made more sense. But your eyes are like crystals. Yes, I do that, guys. I lick my lips. I'm heterosexual. Josh is like, I'm so afraid to show how I feel. If you make faces to girls, trust me, they're not going to run away from you unless you have a fork and a knife in your hand. Then it's scary. I know precisely what you're going to say about this strange world. Got to be on. I know because again, families did not want to go see a gay film with their kids. It's not needed. I'm sorry. Yeah. So Ethan, is there a sweetheart at home? And it's like, well, he's sort of a guy. And it's like, what the guy? Yeah. See the double toasted review of that movie. It's hilarious. That one scene cracked me up more than the movie did. That's he has a doodah that's black. Yeah, that's hilarious. Here it's funny. It's a joke, guys. Don't take it like as a racial thing. It's funny. It's like he's black. I'm like, yeah. Ben Affleck's not racist. He worked with black people in DC. You missed. Well, he did. He was Bruce Wayne. People just hated Ben Affleck because they said he was soulless. Bruce is not supposed to be smiles and rainbows, guys. Have you seen Gotham? Who's worse, Mark Addy or Toby Kebbell? Kebbell, a million times more. I've only seen Mark Addy in 2 films, and they both sucked. It was the Flintstones, Viva Rock Vegas, and Jack Frost with Michael Keaton. That was just horrible because that movie's not funny. It was Keaton's trying his damnedest to make that work, but I'm like, this is Batman. Why did you make him a freaking snowman, a CGI snowman that looks creepy? Yeah, Kebbell is the worst. He is annoying in everything I've seen him in. Yes, even in Kong Skull Island, I'm like, I couldn't wait until he died in that movie. He was so freaking obnoxious. See, and women could shake hands, and then that may not make it mean something lesbian. These two could pass for sisters. Yeah, she's good looking. Of course not. Jennifer Morrison is beautiful to this day. She's cute, but I just think Christina Applegate just has a face that it's one in a million, guys. The only other woman with a face like that, well, there's several. There's Scarlett Johansson, Natalie Portman, Amanda Peet, where they age gracefully. They don't do drugs and make their faces look like this. Yes, Brian, I know. I know that's going to scar you for life. I'm sorry. I know that comedy is subjective. I get it. Yeah, he's not fat. He's like, I don't know why women make such a big deal about jewelry. It's just a shiny, sparkling thing on your finger or your hand or your wrist or your neck or your ears. I don't get it. I don't get what's sparkly so sparkling about it. Granted, if I found a diamond, I would sell it. I wouldn't be like, "Ooh, look how pretty." I'm like, no, I'm not like that. I'm not effeminate. I don't wear jewelry. Oh, mic drop. Ba, 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 ba. Would you rather watch Eternals again? No, never. Never again. Classic. You could put that in writing. John Avenger will never watch Eternals again. I'm not even going to do a hate commentary for that because the movie sucks. Donate all your t-shirts to charity. I need some t-shirts, Classic Film Collector. If I don't have a t-shirt, what I'm going to wear? I said I would never watch Eternals again. Yep, he's messy. Yeah, he can't move. Once you've seen your once you've seen one of your parents naked on the internet. That's messed up. Yep, he destroyed his computer. Trust me, if I saw Eternals on my computer, I would have destroyed it too. Yeah, I know. That scarred him for life. That poor kid. Unseen. I know exactly. Watching two gay men kissing in a Marvel movie, that hurt me, guys. That nearly broke me last year. And I'm not closed-minded. It's a sinful lifestyle that should never be in a Disney movie. So screw you for that, Disney, for putting that in your freaking Marvel movie. Which would you rather do for a year? Watch nothing but Disney Channel movies or eat Subways? Disney Channel movies and shows, because at least I know there's some good ones in there. No more questions, please, Classic Film Collector. The movie's almost over. We got 20 minutes left, so... they're not unexplained. He's black and he's not. Wow. He told her to shut up. This guy's a good actor, but he's not in the film that much. What? Yep. I think that was a mistake. I don't think that was in the script. I think she really got hit with the door. And what the hell is Jamba Juice? Yeah, Missy, you're barely a character. You have 20 minutes of screen time in the third act. That's not a character. Captain Marvel, I could let it slide in Endgame because she was just a cameo. She wasn't meant to be a big part of that movie. She's in the beginning and then she disappears until the end. But she had her own movie, so I was fine with it. Here it's like that's fine. I don't care. I don't wear bracelets. I'm a man. And yeah, Ben Affleck is an alcoholic. I get it, guys, but he's doing better now. Yeah, I just need a break because I'm like, all I've been doing was asking questions, and I'm like, that's what Little Sims does, and he's not here. So let me just finish my movie, and I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow to do another podcast, the Net 2.0, something not holiday related. Hmm. Yeah, Ben Affleck didn't have a family in Batman v Superman as Bruce. You know, it's a kid, another kid playing him. He didn't have a family. He was murdered in front of his, his own when he was a kid. It's a decent movie. I like this film. I like Ben Affleck's enthusiasm, and he has a smile on his face. At least he did this movie. He regrets nothing because he won an Oscar a few years after this. So for Argo for directing that. I don't know why so many people like to ask me questions or they give me paragraphs of words on Facebook. I'm like, just cut less is more, guys. You don't have to make a comment every 2 seconds. That's my job. That's what I'm doing here today for you guys that are watching this. Oh, no, no. A lot of people did during the pandemic. I know I did. I had to. The pandemic took a lot out of me. When it first started, I was like so bored. I was like, oh, now I'm gonna have to do podcasts and watch old movies on my DVD player and Blu-ray player for months. But it worked. It's almost December 2022, and I'm still here. That says a lot of how much endurance I can take. That's why I quit that job that I had, because it was a pain in the ass. And I'm like, I don't want to deal with a manager that's not there. That they show up in the beginning, give me the apron, and they're like, bye, I'll see you in 3 hours. I'm like, yeah, suck it, Kings Plaza, for doing that to me. I blame the people that run that Cherry Hills program. They should be unemployed with it. All those Disney people that worked on those gay movies this year. They should all be fired and live off of unemployment for the rest of their days, or shovel snow like I'm going to do. At least that is more dignifying. The movie hits hard in the right place. While it's no Home Alone or Jingle All the Way or Christmas Story or Elf or even the second Home Alone, it's still not the worst. I've seen. See, he reconciles with his family. Yeah, why do people ask me so many questions? I feel like I'm on trial all the time. Sometimes if I'm in trial, then I'll answer questions, or if I'm in an interview. But in a movie commentary, no, I want to entertain you guys. Mbunto, I had never even heard of that. That's what a YouTube influencer is supposed to do: entertain you guys, not put on a show and put CGI and throw that in your face. No, what you see is what you get with me. See the family, yeah. I have my family, so I have everything I need right here in December. Don't worry, Ben Affleck, you'll never be alone. Even if J-Lo leaves you, you still got your kids. They'll carry your blood for the rest of their lives. That's not something that a divorce ever erases. It doesn't erase family. The divorce is not the snap. It's not going to erase your bloodline. That you carry for the rest of your life. Nope. See, gay couple. Yeah, in this movie again, 2003, different time. Now that's in everything. Is that a? Is that it? Is that the Christmas version of Mr. Magoo? Man, Ben Affleck has a big collection. I think those are DVDs. That's true. He has a bigger place. It is nice. Yeah, it's like a condo. I guess. Hmm. I got mine too. Christmas Carol. Yeah, he's Ebenezer Scrooge. Hmm. Hmm. What time is it? It's almost 10. Okay. After this, I'll shut off the computer for a little bit and I'll be back on later because I got to finish the close. So, hmm. 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 Yeah, they don't show the whole play. It's too long. Christmas Carol. There she is outside with no winter hat. By the way, I'm sorry I wasn't saying much. I was just trying to take that scene where the brother and sister are hugging. Yeah, it reminds me of my sister. I love her so much, man. She turned 30 this year, and I love her so dearly. And my mom knows how close we are because every time I think about my sister and when she has another birthday, it makes me teary eyed. Three times it happened: 2008, 2017, and this year. She worked so hard in a veterinary group, and she's such a treasure. I don't know what I would do without her. You know. Well, I do that sometimes. And it's just as beautiful as Rachel Lee Cook. Judy Garland, yeah. I miss you. No, he's not. That is not his. It's not his sister. That's not his. That's not his sister. If this movie ended with an incest joke, it wouldn't be funny. It's a fun movie. I would recommend this movie, guys. Its heart is in the right place. It has some dumb humor, but it just makes me laugh, especially after the dark, dreary movies and content I saw this year. Yeah, it's good to see something a little lighter. That's not like bleak as freaking a DC movie. That was Surviving Christmas. An hour and 25 minutes. Thanks for joining me in the Czech Classic Film Collectors. Just too many questions. Ask more comments and don't too many questions. No, that's it. No, I don't have to hear the soundtrack at the end. The movie's over. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm glad I finally got to do a podcast. It's been a couple of days. I miss doing this. Take care. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you tomorrow with the Net 2.0. I know that's an odd choice, but I want to talk about Nikki DeLoach because she's just beautiful, and I like talking about beautiful women on here. That's my MO. So, peace out. See you in the next one.